Welcome to Smithy's Combo. It's about 10 days, 9 to 10 days until Christmas. Basically, I just want to come in here just to say that what I do on Christmas Day / Christmas Eve. And if you do the same thing, just like this video so you can see if I actually do it on Christmas Day. If I show you or say what I've done that day, if it's the same. Because I forget what I do say on here. So if it's like 2 or 3 of the same video, just know, or on TikTok like 2 of the same video on the same day, just know that I just don't always remember what I've said in the last video. So get on to this video. On Christmas Eve, I wait for my sister to come home to our house, because she could stay at hers until Christmas Day, but she'd have to wake up really early because she likes to be here as soon as we wake up, basically. So the day before, she usually, on Christmas Eve, usually wakes up and comes to our house, and she usually, with her boyfriend, comes in and then gives us like a little Christmas Eve like present thing. Usually it's got a gift card in, sometimes not, but mostly has, and then she usually gives us a few little presents like a drink. I don't want a hot chocolate this year just because she usually gives like a powder of hot chocolate. I don't really like hot chocolate much. Not enough to get one, so please do not give me one. If she's listening, please don't. I'm hurting at the moment, so if you hear me moaning, like screaming, hurting noises, like that's the reason why. Part of my body, it hasn't had pain in it since surgery. And the surgery is a similar area, it's nearby. I did show my mum, but she said there's nothing there. Just to clarify, because I can't see anything, but I don't know if I'm just saying I can't, just so I don't have to go back to the doctors. But if there is actually something there, then I need it checked out. So my mum had a look, and there's nothing there, what she can see from like looking in the area. So if you hear me like screaming and shouting, just know that I'm in pain. I have took pain meds, but I might have to take an extra one. I've only took one because I don't like having like 2 or 3 of. I don't like having 2 of the pain meds just because I just don't. I usually I usually just take one, and that's usually enough, but I might have to take another one in a minute. It's fine, but it's recommended you can take up to 2 every so often when you can. It says take 2, and I might take another one in a minute just in case. But I'll get back on the video. My sister, after she drops off the Christmas Eve type present box, like present thing, she usually then about a few like minutes later, up to an hour later, up to an hour she stays for, and then she goes to, I think it's my granddad's, but I'm not sure. She stays with him for a while, and then she basically sits down with him for a while and then comes back. She sits in the living room, and basically she just sits in there for a while. After that, we go to bed. I don't have like a set time to go to bed. I don't go, oh, Christmas Eve, go to bed at this time, no. I just go to bed at whatever time I feel like I need to go, or just after a movie if it's really late. Depends on what time it is. Because I sometimes don't like to go to bed early, but if I have to, I do if I'm like tired, but I just don't like to go to bed at certain times just because I just don't like going to bed, really. Because if we didn't have to sleep, I know we have to, but if we didn't, and our bodies were fine with it, I literally could do way more TikToks, way more videos, and way more ideas all the time. Because I could do overnight, like, videos. But, I could still do that anyway, like, stay up overnight and film it all for YouTube. But there's not a lot to do, and I just do the same thing as what I do now, which is just stay in my room, watch telly, maybe film a few videos, and that's mainly it. But it's all fine. Then Christmas Day rolls around, and in the morning I see what the time is. If I can't hear anyone, I know it might be early. Sometimes it's not, but mostly it is. So if it's early and I can't hear no one, I go to the loo. If I see my dad's gone out of his bedroom, if I see my mum and dad's not in the bedroom, I basically go down and see if they're actually awake. Then I bring a bottle with me and my phone. Why I bring a bottle with me is because I just fill it up with water. Just so that I can actually have it full up with water. Then I basically go along and then I go and have all my stuff that I need for the day, like any like vitamins and all the other ones that I need, and my skincare and stuff. I do that if they're not awake, but if they are awake, I stay down. I basically, if my sister and everybody's taking a long time, I go back to the loo, and then I go in my room, get in my bottle, put my bottle away, and I usually get a cup, bring it down, and make myself a drink. But I'm like, this year, I'm hoping that I can just stay down and just have water. But it'll be fine. But I'm gonna be downstairs. After I basically are downstairs, I get all my presents from my mum and dad. I put them into my bedroom, on my bed, and hope for the best. That my presents are okay and what I actually would like. Then I basically go to my sister. No, so then I get my presents that I bought for everybody. I individually put them into piles. Now, like today, not Christmas, but like, and then I organise how many per person has got. If they've got the same amount, like 2 per person, I give them 2 per person. If they've only got 1 per person, I only give them I have to go out now until Christmas to get an extra 1 for that person. But usually I've got enough. So everybody can have the same amount. Apart from my sister and her boyfriend, them two get loads. Just because they don't really live here and they do a lot. And they don't ask for anything. Not really. They ask for a few little bits but they don't actually ask really for anything. especially not from me. They don't really ask anything from me. So whenever I can, like Christmas or birthdays, I do like to give them a bit of a good present just because I like to. And just so that they can have like the best present that they might want, that I might have, so they can have. So I usually just give them it, and it usually is really great what I get them. Because I get them loads, my sister and her boyfriend. But then after that, my sister gets all of their presents out. My sister and her boyfriend for all of us, and my sister slash her, well, my sister's boyfriend just brings it in. My sister basically takes a bag and starts pulling everything out. My mum usually just gets like a few items that are in there, and it usually does work out what she gets, because what she gets is really amazing. So, and she don't really want a lot, so she's not like me that like goes out and wants this, and this. So she usually just gets a few little items and that's it. But what she wants. And then like my sister just gets loads for me and my brothers, and mainly me loads more because it's easy to buy for me, because all she needs to know is what brand do I like everything from it. If I don't mind what's from that brand, yeah, buy me it. If she doesn't know what I like, I usually like give her like a list a few months before, so about 4 months ago, 3 or 4 months ago, I did give my sister like a list on TikTok of every single like basically to show the videos of the things I want. So if I like wrote it down, she might have got me the wrong item. So everything I wanted, like I wrote, like I basically showed her a picture or a video of everything on TikTok that I wanted. Basically I just shared it through the messages bit, but she had a look, and so she'd get me what I basically like and things that she thinks I'd like as well. So then after I get my presents from my sister, I bring them all upstairs in my bedroom. I then go into my bedroom and put all my stuff in my bedroom. Right? After I put every single thing in my bedroom, I then go into my room and I organise it into piles of food slash food pile, a drinks pile, a clothes pile, electronic pile, and an anything else pile, and then a skincare pile, skincare slash toiletries pile, just so that everything can have its own place, and then I can put it away afterwards where it needs to go. Like I can just go to that one section, like let's say skincare slash toiletries, put them all away when I know they need to go, and then I'll do the rest and the rest and the rest until they're all actually put away, and it usually does work out. And any packaging that I don't like let's say I get a link set and the box that the link set comes in, I bin that box. I keep the link set, take it out, and I just put the box in the bin. Just so I have less space. So I can have more space and less rubbish. Then after that, usually by that time it's about lunchtime. So my mum usually cooks a roast dinner. I don't really like a roast. So this year, I'm going to, a few days before, if I can, go out and get some Caesar salad packets, if I can. And I'm going to try and get some Caesar salad packets, so for my lunch I can have Caesar salad, right? Then I'm going to go and have the Caesar salad packets. Have one of them with maybe little, like, sweet, some of the little bits on it that I'll buy. And then should be sorted. Then I will basically, after that, I usually, after having my lunch, I sit in the living room for a little bit longer, chatting to my mum and my sister, like, because my sister wants to talk to me, like, did I like the presents? Were they really great? Were they not? And all of this. And then what I do is, after all of that, I watch. I basically go, yeah, I liked it. My sister, like, asks me loads of questions usually about what I got, why I got it, if my mum got me it, like, what does it do in that? Questions about what I got, and then I come upstairs, making sure nobody else comes up, and I film a TikTok of everything I got, or a YouTube video. I'm not sure this year what I'll do. Maybe both. There'll be like a little short video on TikTok of a little bit of everything, not every single item, because that could be like 10 parts. And I wouldn't think you want to see 10 parts, would you, on TikTok? So no. So I'll basically just add a few little bits. But apart from that, it should be fine. And then on here, I'll just do a big haul. Exactly everything that I buy, that I get. I will tell you what I also got with the £200 that my mum let me have, because some of it was food, some of it was drinks, some of it was items that I'm using, some of it was the P. Louise Advent. Just know that what I basically tell you is what I basically got, that I can't like show you if it's like food or drink, but other things I can like show you on here what I actually got on Christmas Day. Like, I'll tell you what I got with the £200 throughout this month. So then, afterwards, I basically go in my room, film what I got. After I do that, I see what time is, I watch telly, I finish putting away all the other stuff I've got, and then I go and just watch telly for the rest of the day. And if I have to like make videos about the item, I make videos about that specific item. So like, let's say my sister gets me a P. Louise, I'll make a video about that P. Louise product on its own as well. Or like, let's say I get Pokemon cards, I'll just do a video about Pokemon cards. Or if I get food, I'll like do a video just about that. Like a try-in video, like try all the foods that I got video type videos, just so that you all can have like a lot on here and on TikTok. Most of it will be on TikTok. There'll just be a few on here on Christmas Day, maybe like 2 or 3 little videos. But then I'll do a video on the 26th of December this year month, just so I have 25 videos out. But I'll on that day post a video about some like bits that are like basically me putting away everything, and me tidying up the room. But apart from that, my videos will be done on the 26th. The 26th will be the last video I make and post out. But after that, I basically just won't have much more videos after that. So after that, doing all of that, I basically just sit in my room, watch telly. There's supposed to be a new series, but part of the series out. So I'll be watching that. And then I should be done for the week. Done on that day, and then I'll just stay home. And that'll be it. So thanks for watching. I hope you do like, and I hope you liked me explaining what I do on Christmas Day. Today is the 15th of December. I basically will not be doing anything this afternoon. This morning I just stayed home. So I hope you do enjoy.